Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. And let me see who was here first. Mario oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let me try it again. Mario Impiana. Yes, got it. Nailed it. Probably not, but welcome anyway. Sorry for butchering your name, but thank you so much for being here. All right, where's my slides? Long time no see, too. I'm going to say it's been a long time. You know what? I need to come on earlier more often. Compton Cali Gal, Yvette Black, and hey, you, Jedi Knight. Wait, no, Jedi Lady. Okay. All right. This is weird. My slide should be up by now. Okay, let me try that again. My slide should be up by now. Oh, there it is. It was processing. You know what? I don't usually come on this early in the day, so maybe there's a lot of traffic where I need my slide to come from. Yes, you heard it. Save the date. As Oprah would say, save the date. Because the Duchess of Sussex Christmas, holiday celebration is coming. So that's Christmas for some of us, but I'm going to cooperate and say holiday celebration is coming. So cannot wait for that. Let's celebrate good times. Come on. It's a celebration. Wow, that sounded butch. It's a celebration. I went all the way down to my diaphragm for that one. Okay. Very good. I got this open so I can see what you all are seeing. All right. Thank you. If you just joined us, don't forget to hit that like button. That is how we keep the lights on around here. Keep hitting that like button and do share. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe. Well, again, the Duchess of Sussex announced the date for the Christmas special or holiday celebration. So, for every action, there is a reaction. As a matter of fact, not just a reaction, an overreaction. And you know where that's coming from, don't you? There's a reaction, and then there's the overreaction. The reaction is going to come from KP. The overreaction, well, that is going to come from the tabloids, the tabloid media. And I'm going to be honest with you. I do have fun watching those people. Yeah, I wish they'd stop. Yeah, me too. But I do have fun watching them squirming, watching the sheer panic that is induced every time something happens. Well, not every time something happens, but every time the Sussexes do something very cool and super extraordinary. So, yes, again, save the date. With love, Megan, December 3rd, Duchess Megan Christmas special. Just like Oprah would say it, what else would I do? Elaine Parker, thank you so much for the super sticker and thank you for being here. Okay, so this stunning image that comes from, I guess, the Archwell Studios, aka Netflix Studios from Archwell Production. Anyway, beautiful gown that our Duchess is wearing. The table setting is simple yet elegant and lots of soft tones, very chic. And if you can compare that to, again, the palette that was used for the first two seasons, right? I guess we can say it was two seasons of With Love, Megan, keeping that same tone, very neutral, easy on the eye. Hey, Hazel Jones. Now, I wish I could tell you that there's like some kind of like video or something out there. Not yet, but be patient. It is coming very soon. There are going to be promo videos, but for now, um this is all we have is that image. If you have Netflix, you can see this image on the Netflix account and pretty much let me just take a look at that one more time so I can tell you exactly what it says. Um, oh, 1 second. Okay, word for word. Yeah, it says coming soon, December 3rd. Wait, oh, there it is. Yeah, it says, "'Tis the season." Megan shares her favorite holiday tradition, seasonal crafts and family recipes with friends, old and new, in this festive special. Yeah, so that's it. That's all it says. So the rest of it is coming very soon. Hey, Lydia Washington. By the way, you guys, we're not going to be here for so long today. Um, as ever, yeah, that is the as ever. Take a look there. Even one of the local art galleries, once they heard the news, decided, I'm just kidding, but that's going to happen. Thirsty for relevance. Well, if you guys remember last Christmas, this is what Kitty wore to her Christmas special. Um, I imagine that they're going to start scrambling. Do not be surprised. I say, do not be surprised if they don't add some kind of component of crafting to the Christmas Carol or something. What they're going to do is probably splice something into it that's going to look a lot like maybe that's why they were so anxious to get into the Forest Lodge, right? Maybe that's why they were so anxious to get into Forest Lodge. Oh, that's right. Elaine Parker, you have a birthday coming up. I just remembered that. You have a birthday coming up. It is Tuesday. Wow. Well, happy early birthday. I'm going to have to make a card, of course, as if I don't have one already, but I'll make you something new this year. Good golly, Miss Molly. It is Elaine Parker's birthday. Hold on. Let me see what I got already. Let me see what I got already. I don't know. I might recycle. Let me see. How nice was the one from last year? Ah, nope, that's not yours. Hold on, I know it's here. Ah, that's not yours either. Let me take a look. Nope, that's someone else's. And so you know, everyone, these cards are custom made by me. Nope, that's not yours. Okay, I can't find it. Oh man. Well, I'm sure it's just a matter of me looking in the wrong place, but I can't find it. And that was a beautiful card I made last year. Let me try one more thing. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I have the one from the year before, but this is not the one from last year. Remember this one? Happy birthday, Elaine, from the Royal Rhoda. Yes, that's the one from last year, well, the year before. Yeah, I made that one myself. How cute is that, right? Yes, the Royal Rhoda even wished, you know what? I forgot about this one. I just kinda came across this by chance. I had totally forgot about it. Let me see. Yeah, I totally forgot about that one. But that one's fun though. Okay, but that's all right. We're gonna make a new one, which is something I really enjoy doing anyway. So stay tuned for that one. As they say, watch this space. Okay, let me get rid of that. Uh, and back over here. So, last year, it says here, Kate Middleton, Together at Christmas Carol Service, aired on You know what? I think that the competition, well, there's no competition, but how much you all want to bet With Love Megan is actually going to help, Kitty. It is going to help them. It ranked 42nd out of top 10 100 TV programs for that period, a drop of 2.93 million viewers in 2023, when it also ranked 42nd out of 50 programs. The show struggled to compete with other mainstream programs, uh, continuing to trend of modest viewerships, despite bill collector, despite its royal association. Now, see, if this was on in the U.S., Kitty would have trouble competing with shows like Gunsmoke, Big Valley, the Andy Griffith Show. Kitty wouldn't even beat an what is it, a 50-year-old episode of Gunsmoke. She wouldn't even beat that. Connie Balmer, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for being here. Yeah, she wouldn't even beat a 50-year-old episode of Gunsmoke. Now, take a look here. This is from Kris Jenner's birthday. Remember, it had the 007 theme. And as you can see, there's a pack of cigarettes, Kris Jenner, 007 there. Oh, you know what? they added another O so there wouldn't be any copyright. That was smart. And then check out the casino chips. They all feature images of Kris Jenner, most epic night. So this was her way of saying thank you so much to everyone. And on the right side, if you haven't figured it out, that is a Kris Jenner cigarette lighter. So this is what she posted on the social media earlier. Ah, Poppygate. Poppygate. Let's go back to Poppygate, shall we? So, as you know, they will not let this go. They are not letting go of Poppygate. If you don't know what Poppygate is, we talked about this. Now, Feminagra even has an article. Meghan Sussex accused again as British media flip on Poppy coverage. Now, remember, I just talked about this last night. The way they don't want Meghan to wear the poppy. They do want Meghan to wear the poppy. So if she doesn't wear it, then that's a problem. If she wears it, that's a problem. So right here it says Meghan Sussex's decision not to wear a remembrance poppy at the Kris Jenner's birthday party reignited the familiar storm. Remember, this article is from Feminagra that follows her every move. British outlets accused her of disrespecting tradition, even though the year before they had criticized her for doing the opposite. The outrage once again shows a predictable pattern in which the Duchess of Sussex is faulted regardless of her choices. A year of contradiction. In November of 2024, Meghan appeared in an Archwell video with Prince Harry to mark Veterans Day. Both wore red poppies in recognition of service and sacrifice. Within hours, the Daily Express and GB News branded them both frauds, claiming the gesture was performative. Critics of Meghan fixated on the details of Meghan's poppy, noting the absence of its green leaf. Noticing the absence of green leaf as proof of supposed disrespect. You mean to tell me if you wear a poppy and there's, okay, now I see what they mean. Harry has prominently displayed his green leaf and Meghan's doesn't seem to have one. Oh my goodness. I hope this is not going to require the a trial at Nuremberg. Could you imagine a trial at Nuremberg over a poppy? Well, get ready for it because there is going to be an international tribunal over the lack of green leaf on Meghan's poppy. How could she be so careless? Anyway, I wonder if they hear themselves when they're saying all this stuff. Oh, well. Media outrage in 2024 over Meghan Sussex's poppy choice shows how even small details become targets of endless criticism. This year's outrage took the opposite form. After Meghan attended Kris Jenner's 2025 celebration without a poppy, GB News and The Express accused her of delivering a silent dig at Britain. One headline called her decision embarrassing for Harry, implying her appearance was an intentional slight, a whiplash of outrage over whether Meghan wears a poppy highlights how coverage of her relies on irrational interpretations designed to sustain public anger. British tabloids attacked Meghan Sussex again in 2025, proving how every choice she makes becomes fuel for recycled outrage. When coverage becomes the story. Now, you guys know all of this is because William got dragged for the COP, what was it, 30? All of this is because William got dragged. They want to make sure that the outrage is thrown back over to Montecito. When coverage becomes a story, each poppy controversy follows a predictable rhythm. Social media reacts first, tabloids amplify the outrage, and speculation soon replaces fact. What begins as a simple fashion choice turns into a moral trial, one designed to vilify Meghan in the public eye. The narrative position the Black royal as the aggressor who disrespects Britain through imagined slights, while portraying the royals and the public as her victims. Even Newsweek joined in the cycle in 2023, publishing critical coverage of Meghan's appearance while she honored veterans at the Navy event in San Diego. And by the way, for those of you who may not have seen Royal Sussex yesterday, I did share some images of San Diego, and I will gladly share those with you. Give me just a second here. Aha, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Ah. Yes, okay, there it is right there. So you can see the comparison. In 2024, Prince Harry and Meghan branded frauds as they wear remembrance poppies in video. So they were fraudulent for wearing them. And then the very next year, the very same newspaper, Meghan ditching Poppy is embarrassing for Harry. She knows what she's doing. Oh, man. So if you take a look there, Nellie was actually the first one that I've seen take a deep dive into this bizarre, unbelievable controversy. How dare you wear a poppy in 2024, and how dare you not wear a poppy in 2025? Make that make sense. And as you can see here, they were also triggered by the fact that Harry and Meghan were called upon to serve as, I guess, almost like dignitaries. They wanted Harry and Meghan to open up this Navy SEAL facility in San Diego ahead of Armistice Day. And as you can see, look at the level of love and excitement in the room. You see that? There was nothing but joy and excitement. And yet they tried to frame it as though the Sussexes are so disliked all over the United States. And by the way, for you guys that don't know, San Diego is home to a lot of military people, especially the Navy. There's a big naval base there. Now, if you look on the left, Meghan actually did more than any other royal when it comes to the poppy. I'm sure I can safely say that no one else has had such an obvious expression. Meghan puts on a creative spin on Remembrance Day, Poppy. If you notice, the cardigan that she wore, which is actually a black and white image there, is covered with them. And it's sold out immediately. It's a Carolina Herrera cardigan, and they sold out. I mean, you just couldn't find it. And then here on the right, again, that's from at the Navy SEAL place there. And of course, the local news coverage, actually, it was international news coverage, but this one local television station, they were there to film it. And as you can see, the Sussexes looking quite smart in their black suits. They just could not stand this because of how elegant they looked and how much they were appreciated. If you had seen the that news broadcast yourself, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was a great night. It was a absolutely wonderful night, and the only thing that they can come up with is the thing about the puppy. So, you know what? I'm going to see. Let me see if I have that. I could play the sound for that if I. Let me take a quick look and see if I can find it. Let me see. That was November. I think that was November 9. That would be 2023, right? Yeah, 2023. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, let me see if I can do this one for you.
How special it was to have, and this is what former SEAL and really the project manager of the Navy SEAL.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let me get some sound for you. I think you'll like this.
Tony Dunstey had to say about how special it was to have, and this is what former SEAL and really the project manager of the Navy SEAL Foundation, Tony Dunstey, had to say about how special it was to have the Prince and Princess of Sussex.
We're thrilled that the Duke and Duchess are here. It's quite an honor for them to be here for the commissioning. They've proven through the Archwell Foundation their commitment to veteran causes, domestically and internationally. Specifically, they've really destigmatized mental health issues for those who have gone through military service. And they've done that with courage. And it's just great validation to have them here. It's a great signal of partnership internationally. And we're honored to have them here for the grand opening.
And this is what former SEAL and really the project manager of the Navy SEAL Foundation, Tony Dunstey, had to say about how special it was to have the Prince and Princess of Sussex.
Don't you love that? The Prince and Princess of Sussex. So, as I said, they took a great occasion and tried to turn it into something ugly, but the people were not having it. So, there you have it. The Sussexes were asked to be there because of their continued support, especially Harry, of the veteran community. All right. So where did I leave off? Oh, let me take a look at a couple of your comments here. Exactly. They're making so much out of nothing because they're just trying to give cover to Willie for his failed trip or his controversial trip to Brazil. Okay. So let me do this. Okay, yeah. So, oh yeah. Oh, that article there was from November 10th, 2023. Yeah, so that was the night of the San Diego visit. So it continues here. By 2025, her decision not to wear one drew even greater attention than the causes she continued to support through Archwell. The scrutiny has worn thin. Online users now post collages of contradictory headlines mocking the inconsistency. In 2024, however, dare she wear a poppy in 2025? How dare she wear a poppy in 2025? How dare she not wear one? The ongoing outrage shows how remembrance has been twisted into a loyalty test rather than a moment of respect. And so you guys know, there I forget the name of the guy. He appeared on GB News. No, I'm sorry, on Good Morning Britain. You would know the guy if I said his name. They got all over him like a cheap suit for not wearing a poppy. And also, I believe it Charlotte or Brenda, whoever that black lady is on Loose Women. They got on her case about not wearing the poppy. So it really has become this loyalty test where if you do not wear the poppy, then you're just not British enough. It's like that one occasion during the campaign in 2008, Barack Obama did not wear the American flag pin, and there was a meltdown. Candidate, not president, but candidate Barack Obama did not wear the U.S. flag pin. And of course, that's just something for presidential candidates. Most civilian people do not and are not required to wear a U.S. flag pin. But it just goes to show how ridiculous some of these arguments can be. Oh, thank you so much. It was Charlene. I called her Charlotte, didn't I? Thank you. Charlene does not wear one, and her father served. See, there you go. And they got all over her case. By the way, you all, please don't forget to hit that like button. Again, please don't forget to hit that like button. All right. Oh, wait. Carolita Simone has become a new member. How did I miss that? Thank you so much. Welcome to Royal Sussex. Oh, that's very cool. I really, really do appreciate that. Anyway, so in closing, I'm going to close this one out with no win dynamic. This cycle fits a broader narrative that has surrounded Meghan since her royal departure. Whether she attends an event or stay away, the result is the same. Criticism framed as national commentary. Meanwhile, similar choices by other royals often pass unnoticed. The persistence of this fixation says less about etiquette and more about the media dependency on her image to drive engagement. And to go a step further, Meghan has become a convenient scapegoat used to distract the public from asking legitimate questions about the so-called working royals. In other words, how come William was not at the Remembrance Gala at Albert Hall or wherever the hell that thing is? And a final thought, the debate over a paper poppy reflects much larger story about selective outrage and the monetization of conflict. Meghan Sussex's approach, whether through action or silence, continues to reveal how coverage of her life says more about the institutions reporting on her than about her. In choosing to ignore the British media and their unhealthy obsession with policing her every move, Meghan, by just existing, exposes how an industry built on outrage now depends on manufacturing her as a perpetual figure of controversy. Thank you very much, Feminagra, for another stellar report. And I do recommend that you all sign up for the Feminagra mailing list there are so many great articles on Feminagra, and the only way you're going to experience that is by signing up. So you just go to feminagra.com. I repeat, just go to feminagra.com and you can sign up for their newsletter, their emails. Yeah, there you go. Okay, all right. Next, why am I seeing Barney Fife? Why is the Princess Royale reminding me of Don Knotts as Deputy Sheriff Barney Fife in the hit television sitcom The Andy Griffith Show? Why am I seeing why am I seeing Don Knotts? Huh? Can anybody answer that question? Why am I seeing Don Knotts? And also, I want you to take a look. Gladys Favors, thank you so much. Welcome. I want you to take a look at that gentleman in the background. See the one with the glasses? Well, I had to go and dig this photo from someplace else on the interweb. Do you know that they had blurred his face so that you could not see him? And I can imagine why they blurred his face, because he's looking at Deputy Sheriff Bonnie Fife. I mean, what's her name? Princess Anne. She's down in Australia, right? She's down in Australia. And I promise you, that guy in the background there, he is going to be in a whole lot of trouble if he hasn't been already when this picture is noticed. But I think it already has been noticed, and that's why they blurred his face out. I couldn't even see it on the other photo. They blurred it so you could not see the expression on his face. But the reason why I went and dug out the photo is because the one that they blurred, you could still see that he was amused by something. And I'm only going to guess. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I'm just going to guess the thing that really tickled him was the sight of Deputy Sheriff Barney Fife. I mean Princess Anne in her uniform. Oh, are you thinking Yogi Bear? Hey, boo boo, we're gonna go get some picnic baskets. Yeah, hey, hey, hey. Remember that, Yogi Bear? Hey, boo boo. Gosh, wait, what would he say? Oh, I can't. Oh, I used to be able to do Boo Boo's voice too, but I can't remember how it goes. Hey, Boo Boo, let's go get some picnic baskets. Yes, Yogi Bear was a cartoon character from Hanna-Barbera cartoons, and Yogi Bear used to steal picnic baskets from Jellystone Park visitors, the fictitious national park, Jellystone Park. And Yogi Bear would try to find clever ways to steal the picnic baskets of the visitors to the park. And his companion was named Boo Boo Bear. So you had Yogi and Boo Boo the bear. Oh my goodness. Never a dull moment, as they say. Yogi Bear. I haven't thought about Yogi Bear in years. Hey, Boo Boo. Gosh, Yogi. Oh, Ranger Smith, right? The park ranger, the one that would try to stop him, his name was Ranger Smith. Ain't that something? Y'all got me sitting up here talking about Yogi Bear. Hey, Boo Boo. Okay. I am going to share a couple images of Yogi Bear for those of you who are unfamiliar. Yeah, I'll share an image of Yogi Bear for those that are unfamiliar with this lovable Hanna-Barbera character. Okay, let me see. I do that. And then I'll show you. Thanks for reminding me. You know what? I'm going to try to find an episode of Yogi Bear. Now I want to see Yogi Bear. Hey, boo-boo. I'm going to be saying that all day now. You know that, don't you? Hey, boo-boo. Let's go get some picnic baskets. Yay. There he goes. Yogi Bear and his companion, Boo-Boo. Was Boo-Boo a bear or a dog? And see how Ranger Smith is chasing him on the right side there? Yogi has stolen yet another picnic basket from one of the visitors to Jellystone Park. Yogi Bear. Okay. All right. I'm going to watch Yogi Bear later. And I can't wait. Okay. So he was a bear cub. All right. Hey, boo boo. All right. So back to to Princess Anne. Yeah. So Princess Anne was down in Australia, and much to the amusement of the guy back there, I think that sight of her in that uniform was a little bit more than what he could take. I'm wondering what's holding up those medals. And I would have thought it was ridiculous enough, the medals that Anne is wearing, but look at the other lady. Look at the other lady. Now, right here it says each year, it is an honor to take part in Remembrance Sunday at the Cenotaph in London alongside other members of the royal family and in front of veterans. See there? Veterans and their families, lest we forget. Did you all know that they had some real life veterans there? It says so right there in black and white. In front of veterans. 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 Hello, in front of veterans. Who wrote this, Medea? Veterans, or is it veterans? Yes, Kensington Palace misspelled veterans in their Remembrance Sunday post. Now, if you all remember, Meghan had one little spelling error on her Instagram, and they almost called the cops on her. They almost called the cops on Meghan for a misspell on her Instagram. And as far as I know, this one is still up. So anyway, as Harry say, if you see any veterans, make sure you knock on the door and shake their hands, okay? If you know of any veterans, make sure you shake their hands. Here's Prince William and Keir Starmer flying in a taxpayer-funded private jet to COP30 in Brazil to tell all of us plebs how to save the planet. Do as we say, but not as we do. And I want you to take the look on the right side there. The trip to COP30 is just like a good intention, or should I say the road to hell. It is paved with good intentions. You see there? They had to knock down thousands of trees just to put in a highway so it would be easier for them to get in and out of this location. It is so redundant. It just defeats the purpose. You're supposed to do things to enhance and preserve the environment, not strip it away. And you guys, it's not limited to the trees. The topsoil in the forest is, I don't know how many feet deep, but there is a layer of soil, which is nothing but dead vegetation and debris from all of the plants and flowers that have lived and died for, I don't know how many hundreds of years. And that will also become stripped away and leading to flooding and sinkholes. And this is just a environmental disaster on a very small scale, but it is going to have a detrimental effect on the environment for that area. Brazil is the lungs of this world. Most of the oxygen that we breathe comes from the Brazilian rainforest. So much of it comes from there. The trees, the plants, the flowers, they take in that carbon dioxide, and in exchange, we get fresh oxygen to breathe. Unless William shows up, and then they're just going to cut it all down. But you get the point. Look at that. That is a nightmare. Who does that? This is why we can't have nice things. This is exactly why we can't have nice things. William says, as a father, I think constantly about the world my children will inherit. One of the people that I don't even think this is a squad, he said, your children will inherit billions in land and property, yachts, free air travel all over the world, and all the carbon credits money can buy. Pretty sure you will be all right, Your Highness. The lack of self-awareness is insane. Climate change is a scam. Okay, so this is the kind of press that, not press, but the kind of comments that William has received ever since he boarded that plane to head south. People have been tearing him a new one. And this one is pretty mild and tame in comparison to some of the comments that I've seen out there. I'm pretty sure that you'll be okay. Your children will inherit billions in land and property, yachts, free air travel all over the world, and all the carbon credits money can buy. They are going to be all right. You know what? This person really deserves something special for that. And I'm going to make sure they get it. Ready? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they really deserve something special for that. I mean, that is really putting it to them. Take a look there. How many homes do they need? Every so often, the Daily Mail, and I do mean it's rare, but the Daily Mail will say the quiet parts out loud. How many more homes can the slimmed down royals justify at a time of exploding cost of living crisis affecting working families up and down the country Having 3 royal residents looks clumsily insensitive, writes Richard Kay. And this was before they moved into Adelaide Cottage. This was written before they moved into Adelaide Cottage. You see there? Current homes of the Cambridges funded by the UK taxpayers. Kensington Palace, Anmer Hall, which is on the Sandringham estate. You also have the Adelaide Cottage, which is in Windsor. That's the one they just moved out of to go to the new one. And then there's something in Balmoral that nobody can recognize on the picture because they rarely ever show it. Fast forward to 2025. 2 families have to move so William and Kate can live in 8-bedroom Windsor forever home. That's what happened with Anmer Hall. A family was evicted so that William could move into that forever home. And now 2 other families had to relocate because William has moved into yet another forever home. How many more homes do you need? That is the question. And this is why you have conversations about poppies so that people will not focus on this or that ridiculous trip to Brazil. A Zoom call would have sufficed. Throne Sweet Home. Kate and William's fresh start. Prince and Princess of Wales to move family to new 8-bedroom forever home in Windsor after Kate's cancer battle. William and Kate moving to a gorgeous 8-bedroom home for a fresh start after Kate's cancer battle. William and Kate moving to 8-bedroom house with no live-in staff. Oh, I guess she's cured. Anyway, it's a fresh start. Just like every other family in the United Kingdom, with the first sign of trouble, and whenever there's some type of recovery, they're doing what everybody else in the UK do. They just move to another house, even if they have to kick a family out. People in the United Kingdom do that all the time. Yep. Very typical. Listen, I know he's going to be king, but they're just a typical middle-class family with middle-class values. Their values are just like everybody else's. Do we take the gray Rolls Royce today, or do we take the burgundy Rolls Royce today? That's the kind of stuff everybody thinks about. As I say sarcastically. Now, I am going to finish with a couple of our little fun quizzes or puzzles or whatever. What numbers do you all see? What numbers do you see? Start typing them in there. But otherwise, I am just done for today. So I may come back later if there's any news. But for now, we're going to end with this one. Tell me, what numbers do you see? 15283. Oh, you see 528. Okay, interesting. 1528. 4528. Isn't that interesting how everybody sees something different? Wait, 34528. Oh, you know what? There is. Oh, okay. Isn't that something? Yeah, you really got to look for it. You really got to look for it. Now, if you ask me, it helps if you move your head left and right. Yeah, if you ask me, it helps if you move your head left and right. Because if you do, you'll notice that there is another number on the end. Isn't that fun? You kind of see it, but you don't. But okay. So I see 3, 4, 5, 2, 8, 3. There are actually 6 digits, I believe. Do you guys see 6 digits? Or is that a 9? Is that a 9 on the end? 2, 8, 3. There's another number after that 3. Can you guys see it? Church Nelly, I think you're the only one that sees all the numbers. Yeah, Church Nelly seems to be the only one that sees all the numbers. Well, Church Nelly, it's a good thing we got you before 6 p.m., right? Because after 6, you may not be as reliable. After 6 p.m., you may not be as reliable. So it's a good thing we got you before 6 p.m. But yes, you guys, there are actually 6 numbers, and I do believe Church Nelly has all of them. Wait a minute, do you? No, Church Nelly, I think there's a 9 at, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe there are 7 numbers. Take a look at the end there. There's another number hidden on the end, and I believe it is a 9. Yes, it's a 9. Well, Church Nelly, you were close, but yes, on the end, there's a 9. Yeah, so you got to keep moving your head. So I'm going to say 3, 4, 5, 2, 8, 3, 9. Does everybody agree with that? Yeah. So I'm going to say again 3, 4, 5, 2, 8, 3, 9. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of tricky. You got to keep moving that head. Kind of squint your eyes, play with your focus. You don't see it, huh? I promise you it's there. It is there. Okay, one more. Comment hidden number. It's another one. Can you guys see that? There's hidden number. This one should be easier. Yes, 55. That's all I see is just those 2 numbers, 55. Yes, 55. That's all I see is 2 numbers. Okay, this is the last one for today. This is the last one for today. If you can, find one difference in this photo. You are a genius, it says. Find one difference in this photo. Yes, yes. The collar is up. Yes, that's the one difference. One collar is turned up and the other one is down. There are no prizes, by the way, but very cool. Speaking of cool, have you seen this kid? Have you seen this? After the robbery over at the Louvre, it was reported that there was a very suave and elegant detective looking like somebody right out of the 1920s. He's got on a waistcoat, or as we say in the US, he's wearing a vest, and looking quite elegant, isn't he? I mean, you just don't see people like this every day. Yeah, really, you don't see people like this every day. But he kind of broke the internet over in France because people were so surprised that somebody like this actually exists. But if you think you're surprised to see him, I got another surprise for you. Are you ready for it? I have another surprise for you. You know what? A lot of people were asking the same question. Is that AI? Is that AI? But nope, that's not the surprise that I'm talking about. Anybody else? Okay. Okay, are you ready for your surprise? Let me grab one more photo here. I know I said I was done, but I forgot about this guy. He's the villain. Wow, you guys are all in detective mode. Meet the 15-year-old behind the Louvre Fedora Man mystery photo. He's only 15 years old. 15. Yes, this kid is only 15 years old. Yep, he's only 15 years old. And he has already broken the internet. There he is right there in his modest home, which no doubt he shares with his family. But he didn't come out right away because he did not want to take away the mystery. He didn't even know about it, but his friends were asking him, hey, is that you? Is that you? And he fessed up to it. And eventually he came out so that everybody could know exactly who the mystery man is. But it just so happens he was visiting the museum that day. And you know what? They're going to lock you up. I mean, who do you think you are? The First Lady of France? They're going to lock you up. Well, yeah, it just so happens he was there visiting the museum. And when he walked through this area, one of the photographers from the media snapped his picture. And the rest, of course, is history. I know. This is such a cool story. Such a cool story. But yeah, so that solves the mystery. All right, you guys, I may or may not see you all later, but if there is more news later, and happy birthday, Elaine Parker. Your birthday is tomorrow, but there's no reason why we can't dance our way out of here today. So let's do that for Elaine Parker. Oh, and thank you, Church Nelly, for that super chat. So let me grab our salsa. All right, love you guys. See you all later.